Hello and welcome to Let's Get Inkie, my new YouTube channel. So you might know me from Inkie Quill, where I'm over there doing lots of scrapbooking and papercraft videos. If you haven't already had a look, check me out below. I'll put the link. So Inkie Quill, but with an IE, because IEs are way cuter than Ys. And my husband and I also have a vlog channel called Mr. and Mrs. Rad, which captures a bit of our crazy life. So this channel is going to be all for art journaling and plannering, if that's a word. It is now. So if you don't know me, I am 26 and I'm quite a creative old soul. That sounds really lame, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Yep, my husband's nodding his head. Shut up, Aaron. So I am quite whimsical in the things that I like, and I love, gold and pretty and pink and turquoise. So come with me as I show you my new creative journal. So I've never done art journaling before, but I just went to a retreat and saw a demonstration and was hooked. So please be kind. It's my very first art journaling ever. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a peek. So this is the Dylusions Creative Journal that I've been using. And this was my first ever, can you see that? Is it focused? There it is. This was my first ever layout. So I kind of just went for it. I borrowed a friend's stencil that has like "You Are Strong" and all of that in the background. I traced this girl who was dancing and just kind of free, and then just laid it up with some stamps and some tissue paper and splotches. I did a bit of modelling paste in the background too, so I'll have some still photos at the end of all of these. But I had really a lot of fun doing this. It was quite freeing. So I'd been at a 3-day retreat doing nothing but wedding scrapbook layouts, and this was very, very different. So my first ever layout, and I really like it. I was a bit nervous to get it started, and I'm a bit nervous to share it. That's the only bit that's annoying me, because it kind of just is floating in the middle of nowhere. I kind of want to put something there, but I won't. So yeah, that was my first little one, and some of the ink from the next page bled through, but it actually, I think it works. And then this was my next one that I did. So I did a lot of misting in the background with some modelling paste stars. And then the quote says, "She always had that look about her, that look of otherness, of eyes that see things much too far and thoughts that wander off the edge of the world." So this was my friend's stencil that I borrowed. And I just used, what are they called? Oh, those paint pens. I just bought them. I'm new to all like the terminology and things, but just a white paint pen and then some Inkie gold around the outside. And I think this was gold hiiiii Swap Colour Shine in the background there. So I just like how drippy and magical it kind of looks. Then my next page is very sticky. If you have any tips on what I can use to coat my pages with, that would be great, because I have used like the Tim Holtz and the Dylusions sprays, so they're water soluble, I think, so I can't put gesso on top, which I tried to do and made a lovely little smudge here, which I covered up, because you can always cover things up. So if you've got any ideas on how I can cover my pages, this one's just so sticky and it's been drying. It's dried for a week, and I think it's just the paint that I used. It was just sticky. So this one is, I watched the wonderful Lisa Oxley at the retreat that I went to, and she did these amazing dream catchers. I'll put her Instagram down below, and she did these beautiful dream catchers, and so I had a go at one of them. and then just put the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And then this stencil is a Prima stencil, and you can see it so much better in person. It's just not picking up very well on camera, but it's a gold girl with feathers in her hair, and try to get, hang on, if I turn on the light, can you see it any better, guys? Oh, it is a bit tricky to see, but in person it really pops off the page. And it's just like a whimsical Indian headdress kind of girl. The stencil, do I have it here? No, I don't. Oh, hang on. Yep, that was everything just falling on the floor, but it's all good. Here's the stencil. There. So I really love this. I just picked it up at the retreat that I went to. So love the feathers and just the face. It's a really nice, because sometimes you can get really not well proportioned faces, I've found in some stencils. So this was my third ever layout, but I need tips on how to coat it, how to cover it. Can I put, like, I don't know, some sort of spray that won't reactivate the mist? I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. Didn't give you a close-up look, because this one does have quite a lot of layers in it. So I did some stamping. I did some serviettes in the background. They're actually Tinkerbell ones that I had left over from like my childhood, and some little hearts in modelling paste. And then I painted this just freehand using the mist, and then coloured it in with the mist as well. So then, page number 4. Sorry, my camera likes to refocus itself. Page number 4, I went thicker crazy. So because I do scrapbooking, I do get a lot of leftover letters that you can't use. So if you watch me on Inkie Quill, you will know my hatred for the letter Q, even though it's in my name, and packs of stickers of alphabets that have like 4 of them. We're not going to use 4 Qs. So a lot of them ended up here. It has come apart. The paint has come apart in the middle, but I'm okay. It's kind of, Aaron, my husband, said it was like the, what did you say it was like? This poking through, the creativeness poking through or something?
Yeah, it's the creativity's poking through.
Yeah, he said it was the creativity poking through. So we'll go with that because it's nice theory. But I just stuck down a whole heap of letters and heavily weighted them at the top and then dripped them down a bit. Covered it in a billion coats of white gesso and then white paint, and then just traced her in just a regular red and black pen, and then just wrote this, "I'm a mess of unfinished thoughts." So this page is quite chunky, but I think it's a nice change to the previous pages. And I just found that girl, a similar girl online, and just traced it. So that's number 4. Remember, these are my first ever ones, so be kind. I'm no expert. This is page number 5. And this is a bit of a self-portrait of me. And if you haven't watched me before over on Inkie Quill, I have 2 pet bunnies, and they're indoor bunnies, and they're like cats or dogs. They follow you around, and they know different commands, and they love giving pats and kisses and licks, and they're just adorable. So that's me as a bunny. And I just wrote, oh, and I've got to do the white in her eyes too, the little reflecty bits. And I found this quote on Pinterest. Pinterest is fabulous. Hello. There's like a million quotes on there. If you're new to art journaling, go to Pinterest, because you can get all sorts of inspiration off there. And then just watercoloured it with my El Crapo little pack of watercolours that I bought from Officeworks here in Australia. So I really like how that one turned out. And it was, I kind of followed, I saw on Pinterest someone had something similar with like a little bear head, so I kind of followed that and made my own little one, and just had a go. This is my first real go at a big hand lettered quote. I don't do hand lettering, and I just used my Tombow brush markers that I got from Eckersley's. Then the next one, crazy hair lady. I cut this out of a magazine and then just doodled her hair. I feel like it's missing something. I feel like it kind of needs something else in the background or over here. I'm not quite sure if this one's completely finished, but I can always return to it later. And I did get a little bit stumped trying to think of doodling patterns by the end of it. I was almost repeating things, but I actually just did this using a regular black felt tip pen. I've got to get some good paint markers or something because yeah, but the felt tip worked. I did make sure it was completely dry first. I stuffed up the first pen by not waiting. But yeah, so I like how this one worked out. I think I might put some splatters or something in the background. This next one, oh, it went on a journey. It went on a journey, guys. At one point it was bright yellow and bright hot pink. And I dulled it down a little bit because it was just really bothering me. So it's hard to see, but in the background I stuck some articles that I liked from Frankie magazine about childhood party foods here in Australia that we always have, like fairy bread and chocolate crackles. And I stuck it in there so that I could still read it and then decorated around it, but it was just driving me crazy. So I just went, nah. Let's just go with it and just gessoed over bits and pieces and kind of blended bits in, and I had a ball. I had a ball doing this one, but it did go on a very, very big journey. It's got millions of layers. It's got washi tape. It's got napkins. It's got stamping. It's got modelling paste. It's got, these are cut out punched hearts. It's got all sorts of things, but it would have to be one of my favourite that I've done so far. I didn't think I could do backgrounds like this, but I surprised myself, so really like that one, and I just found that quote off Pinterest as well. Then I kind of wish these ones weren't so close together, but they are. That's okay. This one is a lot softer though, so I watercoloured the background with gelatos. So I just scribbled gelato and then put some water on, and then did a little bit of modelling paste in pink and then gessoed over the top to dull it down a bit. Added some more of those punched out hearts because it gave a bit of texture, and did a little bit of stamping, a little bit of washi tape, and I just put "Find Your Bliss." So the washi tape I found was really like inspirational to put down first, and it kind of got the ball rolling, because when I opened the page I didn't know what on earth I was doing, so I just randomly stuck down some washi tape. I think I did 4 clusters, so 2 really close together and then 2 further away, sorry. So that's my next one, and then there's only one more, and this one is inspired by Naomi Cox, who I also met at the retreat that I went to. Her Instagram is Gnome CP, I think. I'll put her down below. I'm not sure if she's public though. But she did these beautiful, she did a class at the retreat, but because it was my first retreat, I didn't do any of the classes because I just wanted to suss it out and see what a retreat was all about, or a crop, whatever you call them. But she showed me how to do some faces after her class, and because I didn't go to it. And I just had a go, and I love this. Absolutely love it, because it's a bit whimsical, it's a bit woodland with the antlers and the flowers, and it's just gorgeous. So this, I drew in lead pencil, and then I just got my Prima watercolour pencils and coloured over the top. Sorry for that car being so noisy. So I got my Prima pencils and kind of roughly coloured it in, and then went over with water. And then this part down here is the same, but instead of colouring and then getting my paintbrush and putting water on it, I held the paintbrush and the paintbrush at the same time and kind of dripped the water out that way to get this effect. And then once again, I think I used my Tombow textures, markers, whatever you call them. They've got a fine point and then the brush point. But I've never done I've never done hand lettering before this. I did one layout over on my scrapbook YouTube channel, Inkie Quill, but I've never done any hand lettering. I've just been watching people's videos, and then this quote was just typed on Pinterest, and I just thought, you know what, Adele, just go for it, have a go, and it's amazing. Love it. So that's my journal so far, and then if I've had extra paint, I've just painted it in, or extra stencilness, I've been just smushing it on because I don't want to waste the pages, and then that way the background's like half done, so much easier. But the only tips I would give if you're new to art journaling like I am, I've been sticking pages together after, I've got to put something in there. That was lucky, so otherwise I'll never be able to open it again. After this one, which ended up a bit floppy, I started sticking the pages together, and I much prefer the result that way because it gives them a bit more sturdiness. But just test out the bleed factor, and it did leak through some of the pages. You can see here it's leaked through from other pages. So I've seen people put washi tape down, which is what I did for a couple of them. This one I did it afterwards, and then this one I did it before, but of course my creativity is poking through. So oh, it's just so fun to pick though. It's really bad, I shouldn't pick it. So you might want to put washi tape down there, but just have a go, have a bit of a play. And on YouTube there's lots of other people that do videos that I've been watching to get some inspiration, some oomph to have a go myself. So thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully, let me know if you'd like to see some like process videos for upcoming journal spreads. I'm not sure if that's something you'd like to see, or if you'd like to see regular flip throughs. I might do, like every time I do maybe 10 pages, I might then do a flip through. I don't want to commit to a monthly one because some months I might do one, some months I might do 20. So I'd rather do it that way. So if I've done 10, then I'll show you. So let me know what you'd like to see below, and I'll see you soon. Check out my other channel, Inkie Quill, and my vlog channel with my hubby, Mr. and Mrs. Rad. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.